Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm again back to you all. As I care for you, I miss you all. That's why I always be attached to you. So, today we are going to start with our next lecture, that is the lesson number 8, Abstract and Collective Noun, and that is 2 from your PC Wren's grammar book. Yesterday we did lesson number 7, that was about common noun and proper noun. So today we are going to do the next two types, that is abstract noun and collective noun. So this lecture includes the explanation of abstract noun and collective noun, and along with that there is a homework solution of the previous chapter. I hope you all have understood, or you all are getting me what I am trying to say. So now let us start. Let us recall the previous lecture once. What do you mean by noun? So noun is a name of a place, person, animal, thing, or any idea. Yesterday only I taught you about this. It can be any person, any place, any animal, anything, or any idea, whatever comes in the mind. That is basically called noun. The thing which has a name, किसी भी चीज़ का कोई नाम होता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Noun. That is a noun. So there are basically 4 kinds of noun. Yesterday I taught you about common noun and proper noun. So what are common noun? Let us recall it once again. The name given to a non-specific person, means which is not specified. Student, teacher, man, woman, animal, dinosaur, meat, cheese. Fine. So proper noun basically the specific name given to a person or a thing, and it starts with a capital letter. This I have already mentioned in the previous lecture also. So like Paul, Queens, August, Shakespeare, Christmas, peer mentor, etc. So today we are going to start with a collective noun and abstract noun. Fine. Keep on doing the practice of this. You will, as much as practice you will do, you will become expert in this. It's very easy. So what is a collective noun? It is used for the collection of people. Collective noun is basically a name. It is a name given to some group. कोई भी झुंड होता है, कोई भी ग्रुप होता है, उसको कोई नाम दे देते हैं, उस नाम को हम बोलते हैं collective noun. Then abstract noun describe the concept of feeling. Can you touch someone's feeling? किसी की भावनाओं को छू सकते हो आप? नहीं छू सकते. किसी के emotions को छू सकते हो? नहीं छू सकते. So they all come under abstract noun. So we are going to do the detailed study of these. Let us start with first abstract noun. Abstract nouns cannot be seen, touched, tasted, heard और smelled, but they can be experienced. but इनको हम क्या कर सकते हैं? एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं, इनको फील कर सकते हैं, इनको टच नहीं कर सकते. लव, यू कैन फील समवन्स लव. yes, we can feel. Can you feel someone's hatred? yes, we can feel. Can you feel someone's bravery? yes, किसी की बहादुरी को आप महसूस कर सकते हो कि कोई कितना बहादुर है? कर सकते हैं हम, लेकिन हम उसको छू नहीं सकते, है ना? We cannot touch it, we cannot taste, we cannot heard, we cannot smell, but we can be experienced. It can be just experienced. Fine. So again it is all about abstract noun. We will start with it once again. So this is name of anything which can be either be seen nor be touched. It can neither be seen nor be touched. ना ही ये छुई जा सकती है, ना ही हम इसे टच कर सकते हैं. बट इट कैन बी फेल्ट, बट वह महसूस की जा सकती है, बट वह सिर्फ महसूस कर सकते हैं हम. दैट इज़ नॉन एज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. किसी भी चीज़ को आप जो महसूस कर सकते हैं वो क्या होता है? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. अब हम कॉमन नाउन से एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन कैसे बनाते हैं? लाइक ब्रदर इज़ अ कॉमन नाउन. ब्रदरहुड, है ना, भाईचारा. चाइल्ड, चाइल्डहुड, बचपन. फ्रेंड, फ्रेंडशिप, मित्रता. किंग, किंगशिप. लीडर, लीडरशिप. मैन, मैनहुड. तो इससे हमने क्या करा? कॉमन नाउन से प्रॉपर नाउन में कन्वर्ट कर लिए. फाइन. So next is, see, these are again few common nouns again which you all have to learn it very carefully. ये आपको सब लर्न करने हैं कि हम कॉमन नाउन से प्रॉपर नाउन कैसे बनाते हैं, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन कैसे बनता है. फ्रेंड प्लस शिप, फ्रेंडशिप. Author plus ship, authorship. Honor plus ship, honorship. Captaincy, captain plus cy, y we add captaincy. Slavery, what do you mean by slavery? Slavery means slave होता है दास, नौकर किसी का, दास है ना. स्लेवरी क्या होता है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय स्लेवरी? स्लेवरी होता है जब हम किसी का मतलब एक दास बन के, नौकर बन के उसकी मतलब हर एक काम को पूरा करते हैं, एक नौकर टाइप ऑफ स्लेवरी. चाइल्ड, चाइल्डहुड. फाइन. Now these are few adjective. From adjective also we can frame the abstract noun. Adjective से भी हम abstract noun बना लेते हैं, हम verb से भी abstract noun बना लेते हैं, noun से भी abstract noun बना लेते हैं. So these are few adjective. Young, जवान, youth, जो भी यूथ होता है, जो भी जवान लोग होते हैं यूथ के अंदर आते हैं. क्रूअल, क्रूएलिटी. फ्री, फ्रीडम. डार्क, डार्कनेस. फॉल्स, फॉल्सहुड. इंटेलिजेंट, इंटेलिजेंसी. इंटेलिजेंट इज बुद्धिमान और इंटेलिजेंसी मीन्स जो इंसान बुद्धिमान होता है, बुद्धिमता. फाइन. हैव यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड? आई होप so. These things you all have to learn. Keep it in your mind. So the next is collective noun. I have already told you in this lecture only one word that names a group of people, animal or thing. एक शब्द जो एक ग्रुप को दिया जाता है, कोई भी ग्रुप ऑफ एनिमल्स है, ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल है, ग्रुप ऑफ कोई भी थिंग है. लाइक व्हेन देयर आर सो मेनी सोल्जर्स, what do we call them as an army of soldier. So what the army is over here? Army is the collective noun. Army is the collective noun. If I say a team of ducks, when there are so many ducks, what do we call it as? A team of ducks. So what is a team over here? It's a collective noun. When there are so many keys, we call it as a bunch of key. Do you know, whenever we go to any marriage or a birthday party, we give them a bouquet of flowers. Why do we call it as a bouquet of flowers? Why don't we say so many flowers? It doesn't look nice. When there is a collection of so many flowers, we call it as a bouquet. We call it as a bouquet. Fine. In the same way, these are the collective noun which is basically a one word which is used for a people, animal or thing. Now see, there are collective nouns for people and for things. These all collective nouns, you have to learn them thoroughly. It can be tested anytime. A class of students, when there are so many students, we call it as a class. You all study in a class. An army of soldier, a choir of singers, a crew of soldier, a band of musicians, a gang of thieves, a staff of employees, an audience of listeners. When there are so many listeners sitting in a theater or anywhere, they are called as an audience of theater. A flock of tourists, a band of directors, board of directors. Fine. And now it's for things. A group of islands, a bunch of keys, a forest of trees. When there are so many trees, we call it as a forest. A fleet of ships, a basket of fruits, a ball of rice, a pair of shoes, a bouquet of flowers, a pack of flies, a range of mountains. Fine. These all are collective nouns. They all are called collective nouns. So you all need to learn. Fine. Now this is the book exercise from your chapter only. There is only one exercise which you need to do it in your book. If you do not have book, you can do it in your notebook. Do not worry about the books. You will get it soon. Fine. So let us start with the first exercise. There is only one exercise only which I have already told you. Underline the nouns in the following sentences and write whether they are common, proper, abstract or collective. अब आपको इनमें नाउन अंडरलाइन करने हैं और आपको बताना है कि ये कौन सा काइंड है, कौन सा प्रकार है, कॉमन है, प्रॉपर है, कलेक्टिव है, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, which kind of noun is it? So let us start. I have all done for you. Do it in a very beautiful handwriting. If you are doing it in your books, do it with a pencil. Do not spoil your book. I am saying you this again and again. Never ever spoil your books. Books are our friends. So let us start with the first sentence. Our class consists of 20 pupils. Our class is a collective noun over here. You all can see I have darkened the word class and I have written below it collective. Then pupils is a person, that is a common, it can be any pupil. I have not specified something, so it's a common noun. My cousin has a dog called Fido. So cousin is a person. You need to just keep it in your mind: person, place, animal or thing. Find these 4 things and an idea also. Fine. My cousin has a dog called Fido. So the cousin over here is common noun because it can be anyone's cousin. We have not specified. Dog is again a common noun. Now Fido is a name of a particular thing, specific name given to a dog, that is called Fido. So Fido over here is a proper noun. I think you all are getting me. Without health there is no happiness. Health, can you feel health? Can you feel someone's health? If they have good health, so we can feel it, we cannot touch it, right? There is no happiness. Happiness is again the abstract noun. Can you touch the happiness? Can you see the happiness? No, we can neither see nor touch. So it is again the abstract noun. The people who live in Holland are called Dutch. So people is the common noun. Fine. Holland is particular place, that is known as proper noun. Dutch is also a particular name given to the people who live in Holland, that is again a proper noun. Fine. So the next is Sania has a little pet. Now Sania is a specific name given to a girl, so Sania is a proper noun and pet is a common noun. It is not specified about which pet we are talking about. So the next is there was a large crowd in the street. Now crowd is a collective noun. It's a word used for the so many peoples. When so many people gather at one place, it is known as crowd. आप देखते हो ना, मार्केट में जाते हो कितना सारा क्राउड होता है. We call it as a crowd because वहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. Now crowd is the collective noun and street is a common noun. Our team is better than theirs. Team, it can be team of players, it can be team of ducks, but over here we are talking about a team of players. So a team is again the collective noun. Are you speaking the truth? Now what is truth over here? Truth is a abstract noun. You can feel the truth. You can touch the truth. No. You can see the truth. नहीं. But जब कोई सच बोलता है, पर आप तो महसूस कर सकते हो कि उसने सच बोला, आपको पता तो चल जाता है, बट आप उसको देख नहीं सकते और छू नहीं सकते. Next is Columbus discovered America. So Columbus is again a person. It's a proper noun. America is a place. Again, it's a proper noun. Then the last is Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Fine. Solomon is the name of a king, proper noun. Famous is abstract noun, and wisdom is again the abstract noun. So I hope you all have understood. There are basically 4 kind of nouns in your syllabus, that is common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun. But there is one more kind, that is material noun. Material noun I am telling you, but it is not in your syllabus. Just for your knowledge I am telling you. If someone asks you, that you can just tell something new to them also. Fine. So the material noun is basically, it is a substance from which something is made up of. Like if we take an example, table is made up of what? Wood. So wood is a material noun over here. Fine. It is just for your knowledge. Now this is your homework. Underline the abstract noun in the following sentences. These are not given in the book. You have to write it in your rough notebook and you have to underline the abstract noun and get it checked by your parents. Fine. So this is next exercise of collective noun. Clues are given above, so you need to fill the collective noun out of them. You all can see it clear, I hope. There are 10 and the 10 answers are given above, so you all need to write their answers. So this is the homework solution of chapter number 7 which I gave you, that is common and proper nouns. Fine. So the homework was the exercise 4. correct the following sentences by capitalizing the proper noun as and when necessary. So wherever it is necessary to capitalize, to put the capital letter where it is necessary, you need to do the needful. फाइन, जहाँ पे भी ज़रूरत है कैपिटल लेटर की तो आपको वहाँ पे उसको कैपिटल बनाना है. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. नेताजी वॉज नॉन फॉर एस ब्रेवरी. ब्रेवरी मीन्स बहादुरी. नेताजी माने जाते थे अपनी बहादुरी के लिए. ना नेताजी एन विल बी कैपिटल बिकॉज नेताजी इज पर्टिकुलर नेम गिवन टू अ पर्सन. It will be proper noun. The Royal Bengal tiger lives in mangrove forest of the Sundarbans. So the Royal Bengal tiger, it is particular name of a tiger. Royal Bengal tiger. All three letters will be capital. You all can see in the answers also. Lives in the mangrove forest of Sundarban. Sundarban is a place. So again it will be in capital letter. So the next is Naina and Aman will be going to Patna soon. Who is Naina? Naina is a person. I have already told you the person's name first letter will be capital. Naina N capital. Aman again is a person, proper noun, A capital. And Patna is a place. Fine. So P will be also capital. Next is Shintoism and Buddhism are followed in Japan. So again the S will be capital. Fine, it is again a proper noun. And Buddhism, B will also be capital. It is also a proper noun. And Japan is a place, so it also will be, J will be again capital. Fine, I hope you have understood. Proper noun always starts with a capital letter. That's why we use capital letter. First letter we need to make it capital. The last is the Empire State Building is located in downtown Manhattan. It is Manhattan. So the Empire State. So we are going to Empire and State. Their first letter will be capital. And again Manhattan is a name of a place. So M will be again capital. So I hope you all have understood these two chapters, the kinds of nouns. There are basically how many kinds of noun? There are 4 kinds of noun in your syllabus. But if someone asks you, you can tell them there are 5 kinds of noun. First is common noun, second is proper noun, third is abstract noun, fourth is collective noun, and the fifth one is material noun. That is not in your syllabus, but you need to, means you can just keep it for your own knowledge. Fine. So this was all about today. So what you need to do is do your homework, the exercise which I have given you. See this exercise, these two. Underline the abstract noun in the following sentences. This one you need to do, and this one, this. Fine. This is the exercise. You need to fill in the blanks using the collective noun which are given above. I hope you all have understood. If you face any of the problem, you can raise the problem. And one more thing, very important thing, I would like to tell you that you need to do your homework on regular basis. On that basis, your attendance will be marked. Okay? From now onwards, keep submitting your homework on the mail ID which I have provided you. That is poojaarora.aceas@gmail.com. So you need to submit your homework over there. You can submit me, like if today I have given you homework, fine, in the morning, you can submit me till next morning. You can take ample of time and you can submit it in till next morning. Fine. I hope you all are getting me, because your attendance will be marked on the basis of this homework only. And I give you a very short questions for the homework. A very few questions, I may say. Fine. I hope you all are getting me. So try to do the homework on regular basis and try to, whatever you are not able to understand, you can just write in students query over there. After that I will reply it, revert you over there only. And if you face any other problem, you can mail me also. Fine, you can send me on the email which I have given you. That is all for your sake. Fine. So that's it for today. Thank you.